Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest, our feature confrontation. It is set for one fall. Introducing first, from Venice Beach, California, weighing 251 pounds, this is
The Stinger making his way to the ring here on Worldwide, Jesse Ventura.
I can't believe it, Tony Schiavone. What a horrible example he sets for the children.
What do you mean?
Riding a motorcycle without a helmet.
Well, with a helmet, you cover up the face paint, don't you?
He's from California. They got helmet laws out there.
Let's go back to the ring.
And ladies and gentlemen, his opponent from Reno, Nevada, he weighs 232 pounds, the Gambler.
The Gambler.
The Gambler against the Stinger. Well, we'll see if the Gambler's got an ace in the hole, because he's going to need one against Sting.
The Gambler's been very successful, and he has a lot of confidence, as you can see, against Sting. But Sting, red hot at WCW, bounced back from the scratch cornea at the hands of Sensuous Sherry that took him out of the television title picture at the Bash of the Beach. From the neutral position now, back to the ropes. Nick Patrick calling for the break. And the Gambler with a gut shot.
And the Gambler doesn't give him the clean break, but a good reversal by the Stinger with a hip toss.
The Gambler complaining of the tights. Boy, Sting with so much charisma. Of course, the Stinger, as fans know, good close friend of the Hulksters. He's also a part of Thunder in Paradise. Been seen on that television program many times. The ropes, up and down. Sting whips him in, Jesse, here he goes.
Oh, and the Stinger splash. And the Gamblers run out of aces, I think, Tony Schiavone.
Stepping through with the Scorpion Deathlock.
Turns it over, and he's going to get the submission. Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match is Sting!
Sting gets the win here on WCW Worldwide, and as always, the fans love it. Here in New York City Street at Disney MGM, Justin.
Yep, the Stinger victorious on the way back after suffering that injury, as Tony alluded to. Here's the Stinger splash. Wham! The Gambler runs out of room on that one, and then the Scorpion Deathlock finishes it, Tony.
Your winner is Sting. We'll be back to wrap up our program, tell you about next week's program right after this. Time out.
He's big as a bull and he's quick as...
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is set for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied to the ring by the lovely Diamond Doll from Macon, Georgia, weighing 236 pounds, the World Television Champion, Johnny B.
All right, the World Television Champion, Johnny B. Bad, who's in a kind of a bad mood as of late. At least he's been very angry at one Diamond Dallas. And there she is, the gorgeous Kimberly, the Diamond Doll.
You mean the Diamond Digger as in gold digger?
Well, wait a minute. I think it's well known now that the World Television title will be on the line at Super Brawl 6. It'll be Johnny B. Bad putting up the return, possibly, of Kimberly and the World Television title for the $13 million that was very obvious from the videos that we've seen, from the security cameras that we've seen, that was won by Kimberly and not Diamond Dallas.
No, he was the one that said, "This is mine, I'm the winner, I'm the winner." I mean, the man's a lucky guy. You saw it. I mean, he pocketed the card. Doesn't matter. It's his money.
So you're telling me that if you and I went into a place to play lotto together, let's say the Georgia Lottery, or let's say the one in Kentucky, or the Florida Lottery, okay?
Okay.
And you had the ticket, the winning ticket,
Yes.
and I yanked it out of your hand when you won and said, "It's mine." It would be mine and not yours?
Well, no, it'd be mine. Just like if you had a ticket and the number came up and you won. it'd still be half mine because I broadcast with you. See, what's yours is mine, and what's mine is mine. You'll understand, Tony, as we go on here.
No, that's not right. What's mine is mine, what's yours is yours, and that's it.
No, that's never the twain shall meet.
Never the twain shall meet.
No, but we're not on the twain now. We're on ground.
Okay, let me write that one down. Johnny B. Bad and the Gambler in this one-on-one matchup, the World Television Champ can't deny his athletic ability, and now couple that with the determination, he's going to get the money back for Kimberly the Diamond Doll.
You got to beat a tough guy. You got to beat Diamond Doll. He's got his heart set on being champion again. He likes the gold. The man's a show-off. He won't mind me saying that. There's nothing wrong with being a show-off if you can back it up. He needs that belt. He needs the doll on his arm, and he's got the bread to prove it. Johnny, go find yourself a job. Hit the one-heads.
He doesn't need one. He's the World Television Champ, and he is certainly one of the most recognizable faces in all of sports entertainment across the world. The bad man, Johnny B. Bad. There's a forearm blow between the shoulder blades, and there's the knee to the head from the Gambler, and the Gambler once again proving to us that he is one complete professional wrestler, and it may not be long before this young man is in the thick of things as far as the wins are concerned. The Gambler with an elbow, a lateral press, 2 count.
I don't understand this Diamond Doll. What she should have done is just whatever Dallas wanted to do. Just keep your mouth, your pretty little mouth shut. Don't bother anybody. Don't make waves.
She did do that. Had she made waves, had she opened her mouth, it would have been exposed a long time before now that it was her money. She did exactly that, Brain.
You're trying to imply to the people that Diamond Dallas Page is kind of a scam guy, a gigolo, a rip-off guy.
I don't think there's any kind of it about it. He is.
Well, he told her to stay in the corner. She'd wander away. Give me a 10. She'd hold up a 9 card. She didn't do her job. She had no concentration.
Yeah, and as a result of not being able to do her job, she gets rewarded. Not many people can say that. By having to leave that guy. The whip into the near side, point of the elbow, on target on the jaw of the Gambler. The Gambler very wobbly now. Johnny B. Bad with a drop kick. Outside goes the Gambler.
Be careful.
Careful of what?
Kimberly may put the boots to him.
She's not going to do that. The Gambler ducks low.
Behind you.
Yeah, that was thinking. Wow.
One of these days, his opponent's going to move.
Yep.
Johnny B. Bad's going to have to be picked up with a blotter.
Sending the Gambler through. Johnny B. Bad from the outside looking in. Yes, drops it down on him. Here's the 1, 2, 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner, the WCW World Television Champion, Johnny B. Bad.
Well, Johnny thinks he's going to become a millionaire.
We look too good, and that belt looks good. With the Batman.
Sure, now, sweetheart. Just hang around and wait.
Now, she was right. He is the champ, and here it is again.
Well, Johnny B. Bad, there's no doubt about it. The man's a tremendous athlete. Very quick, very knowledgeable, high-risk moves. This is done over the top rope to the floor. One of these days, there's going to be no opponent there, and Johnny's going to be there for a long, long time. And Dallas is aware of that. So, Johnny B. Bad, you bring it to him. But he's a lucky, lucky man.
We have Road Warrior Hawk coming up next, immediately following this update from Mean Gene.
Here they
Ladies
come.
and gentlemen, the following tag team contest is set for one fall. Introducing first, from Chicago, Hawk and Animal, the Road Warriors.
WCW Worldwide Wrestling comes to you from Universal Studios in Orlando, Florida this week. And along with the Brain, I am Jody Schiavone, and they love the Road Warriors as they make their return to World Championship Wrestling, Brain.
Very, very dangerous tag team. One-on-one, they're dangerous. Together, they're worse. Wow.
But the fans love them. They are former street fighters from Chicago. 2 of the baddest men you'll find. Hawk on your right, Animal on your left. And they make their return not only to World Championship Wrestling, but their return as a tag team, because Animal has been out for quite a while with a back injury. Now he is back 100%, and that is danger for tag teams in WCW.
It's a danger for anybody. It's a danger for his neighbor.
Hawk and Animal, the Road Warriors, an opening bout here on Worldwide Wrestling. Let's now go back to David Penzer.
Your opponents, first from Ports Unknown, the Masked Avenger. His partner from...
Well, his partner is the Gambler.
We think.
And Dave Penzer got out quickly because the Road Warriors want to establish that they rule the ring each and every time they get there, Brain.
Oh, that's right. They're sending a lot of messages out to a lot of tag teams here at WCW. Now, the Gambler can gamble all he wants, but he's not going to win when it comes to the Road Warriors. These men mean business. You know, years ago, probably the most dominating tag team was Dick the Bruiser and the Crusher. I mean, every team all over the world, they were afraid to get in the ring with these two. But the Road Warriors got in the ring with them in Chicago, St. Louis, Milwaukee, you name it. And they were throwing those two around like Cabbage Patch dolls. So these two men aren't going to be intimidated. They've come to fight, and they don't care how they do it.
Here's a tag, and here comes Hawk of the Road Warriors. Hawk is the, as the name would imply, the high flyer of the team. And, of course, Animal, the ground attack. Here goes Hawk with a big shoulder block on the Avenger and drives him right through the mat. He wants a tag.
Oh, he wants to gamble a bit.
The Gambler's game, he'll come in at him, but I tell you, Hawk met him flush with a forearm, and now a power slam. Great move.
Well, before you make a tag that quick to get in the ring, Gambler, you better check your odds, because they're not in your favor. They're in the favor of the Road Warriors. And that goes for Luger and Sting and Harlem Heat and Bunkhouse Buck and the Colonel and Dick Slater. Every tag team here, men at work. I mean, young men at their jobs or whatever you want to call them. Everybody should take notice right now. Road Warriors are here and they mean business.
Still to come in this telecast, another great tag team. The Faces of Fear, Ming and the Barbarian, a brand new tag team in WCW. The return of Ice Train, and he's looking better than ever, we understand.
See the size of him?
He's immense. Plus, one-man gang and Conan, a return match U.S. heavyweight title. Still to come on Worldwide.
And Conan has a very interesting, what would you call it, his wrestling skills. Unorthodox. They're not like the guys wrestle here in the United States. They're not even like Japanese wrestling.
No, they're like Mexican wrestling is what it's like.
You know why? He's the Mexican champion.
Yes, that's exactly right.
See?
You know a lot, don't you?
Well, then stick around. I'll help you out here.
Into the corner, the Masked Avenger will get, I tell you, the Gambler, all he could to get out of there. They are just being overwhelmed, and the Road Warriors looking better, and I mean, they are looking absolutely better than ever, and I've seen them throughout the years. So have you. You were talking about some of the great matches they had against Bruiser and the Crusher, but they are looking the best I've ever seen. There's a big foot in the face of the Avenger. Those big sledgehammer blows by Hawk.
Just pummels you.
It's a definite mean streak. Hawk, right-hand side of the head. Snapmare takeover. And now drives in the arm in a front face lock from Animal. 305 pounds, Animal.
The Avenger hasn't done a whole lot of avenging, has he?
No.
And the humanoids are chanting LOD, just like every major arena in the world WCW goes to. That's the chant you hear. You hear it for Eddie Guerrero, you hear it for Hogan, you hear it for Savage, Sting, and now LOD. Doesn't look like his back's in too bad a shape, does
No,
it?
I think he looks like he's 100%.
Look at the size of that back. You could land an aircraft. You could land a bomber on it. Oh!
Clothesline, knocked the Avenger down once again. It's pretty obvious to us, and obviously you fans realize the same thing, that they can pin these guys anytime they want. But I think this is their debut back on WCW Worldwide after many years' absence. They want to make a name. They want to make a statement here to open up the program.
Well, you're right about that. And one more thing you've got to realize, that their barber needs glasses.
I guess he does. You tell
Or he
them
should
that.
quit using that weed eater.
Here comes Animal, double team. Of course, the hallmark of all great tag teams is double teaming ability and style, and the Road Warriors do it with authority. Jimmy Jett, the referee, good to see Jimmy back in the ring with us here at Universal Studios. We'll be at Universal for the next couple of weeks or so. Good to have you with us, and good to have our capacity crowd on hand. I think they picked the Gambler's pocket. You see that die?
No, I think they pulled out one of his teeth. They'll do that, you know.
I'm sure they
They'll
will.
take out a bicuspid. They don't care. or a molar, or they'll put teeth in your mouth sometimes.
We are seeing
listen to that.
a devastating show of force here by the Road Warriors, Hawk and Animal. There is an attempt to fight back by the Avenger, but nothing there. Tag made into the midsection. And a reverse chinlock.
Obviously, they're not too concerned with the identity of the Avenger, or they could have that pillowcase off real quick. They can just about do whatever they want.
One count.
And you know they're bullies, too.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, but you know why they're bullies? Because they can be. They can be bullies. If you don't like the way they're doing something, stop them. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
They recently had a match on WCW Monday Nitro with Lex Luger and Sting, where Luger used a illegal object and hit him in the back. You were there. You saw what happened.
Well, they would have used it, too, if they'd have thought of it or if they'd have seen it. I mean, you know that you have to fight fire with fire here at WCW. You know that.
And it's just a matter of time before they're going to get another chance at the World Tag Team belts.
This don't look good for Mr. Avenger. Oh!
Mercifully, this one's over. Dominating, the fans on their feet, they love them. And I can tell you right now, in one short week, they are back on top.
I'd hate to be them. Monsters of the Midway are back.
Monsters of the Midway, huh?
I don't know what kind of cereal they have in the morning, but it don't make them happy. The Big Animal shoots in the Avenger, who gets leveled by Hawk. Well, I'm not even sure made the tag. Hawk on that top rope nails the Avenger. Upside down, does a 360. He's not going anyplace. Matter of fact, what you can do right now is you can put a tag on his toe. You can call the meat wagon. You can get the gurneys ready, because you people have just witnessed an accident. You have witnessed the Legion of Doom, the Road Warriors, in action. You're an eyewitness.
We're back on Worldwide. Tony Schiavone and Bobby the Brain Heenan. And Brain, as the match gets underway here, and we're anticipating a great encounter. The Gambler, a very successful young wrestler, going up against the Booty Man. Want to talk about World Championship Wrestling and a big event we have coming up tomorrow afternoon, 3 o'clock, the theater at Madison Square Garden, formerly called the Paramount Theater, now known as the Theater at MSG. And tomorrow at 3 p.m., what a card we have for our great fans.
Main event, the Giant puts the WCW World Championship on the line against the one and only man who says he's going to take New York by storm, the Stinger.
Plus a grudge match, and this is the one that fans have been waiting to see. Not only Ric Flair and the Macho Man will collide in a grudge match, but how about the special referee, a man who literally owned Madison Square Garden for years.
The man who owned New York City. They say he was as popular as Sinatra or anybody else, or Billy Martin. Talking about the one, the only, Bruno Sammartino is going to referee that match between Savage and Flair, which won't be much of a match because you won't see any wrestling. It's just going to be a fight. And Sammartino will probably get in the way and knock them both out.
Another great legend who won his World Heavyweight Championship in Madison Square Garden back in 1971. We're talking about Pedro Morales. He'll be in the corner of U.S. Heavyweight Champion Conan as he faces the Taskmaster for the U.S. Heavyweight title. So Pedro Morales, Bruno Sammartino back at the theater at Madison Square Garden tomorrow at 3 p.m. Well, that's just the tip of the iceberg. 8 big matches, tickets at the Madison Square Garden box office and all Ticketmaster locations. Charged by phone, 212-307-7171.
And you know what's going to be interesting, too? Is that New York City street fight between Public Enemy and the one and the only, the Nasty Boys.
That is all, fans, tomorrow at 3 p.m. Now the Booty Man getting into action here against the Gambler. What a sensation the Booty Man's become.
You know, another great tag match there is that Harlem Heat against the Steiner brothers.
Yes, sir. And how about Chris Benoit? Has he been one of the hottest in our sport, or what?
Boy, I mean, since he's become a horseman, the Crippler has really taken WCW by storm.
Going up against Eddie Guerrero, the theater at Madison Square Garden. It's all coming your way tomorrow at 3 p.m. World Championship Wrestling returns. Watch out. Rolling the Gambler.
It'll be interesting to me to see how short Bruno Sammartino's temper is. And my good friend on WABC Radio there, Lionel, in the morning, he's going to come by and say hi to the guys. It's going to be a extravaganza.
Should be a lot of fun, and we look forward to seeing our great fans in the tri-state area, the New York metropolitan area, to join us. Fans from Connecticut, fans from New Jersey, New York State, of course, the city, all the boroughs.
Lovely people in New York City. And for all you people that got arrested last night and won't be there, talk to your friends about it.
Hey, well, the city's changed a lot, Brian.
Yeah, it's gotten a lot worse.
No, it's gotten a lot better. Behind a knee left that time, and here he goes.
Since I left the apple, it's gotten worse.
1, 2, 3. Booty Man decisively over the Gambler here on WCW Worldwide. So fans, tomorrow 3 o'clock in the afternoon, a Sunday afternoon event at the theater at Madison Square Garden. The Superstars of World Championship Wrestling.
Sting Giant for the Heavyweight Championship of the World. Savage Flair, Bruno Sammartino. You gotta go see this one.
And fans will have more action on WCW Worldwide Wrestling right after this timeout. Tony Schiavone and Bobby the Brain Heenan. Welcome to WCW Worldwide Wrestling. From the Worldwide Arena, the Disney MGM Studios in Brain, 1 week now away from WCW Hog Wild, we've got one of the baddest in our sport, the Pitbull Sergeant Craig Pittman, to begin the broadcast.
From Reno, Nevada, Hugh Gambler.
You know, the more I watch this Gambler, this guy improves as time goes by. Week to week, the guy gets better. See, right there. He used to hit the mat a lot harder last week than he did this week.
Apparently he did. Oh, my goodness.
Maybe I'm wrong. I don't think I've seen him take a beating like this.
Well, the Pitbull Craig Pittman, under the tutelage of Teddy Long, here's a 1 count that time, tries to get a lateral press, and the Gambler gets to the ropes. He has certainly improved his skills, and what Teddy Long has done for this young man, the fact that he has taken him and taken his confidence to a new level.
And a good thing about the Teddy Long camp is they don't waste any money, and they make money.
Oh, they do?
Well, sure, they don't have any hair care products to worry about.
Headbutt from the Pitbull Sergeant Craig Pittman. Snapmare takeover, and the Gambler goes down hard for that snapmare once again in this television program. As you heard, a tremendous tag team main event. As we said, next Saturday, 1 week from this Saturday, WCW goes hog wild. The entire world is talking about Hulk Hogan and the Giant, and Hulk Hogan in the New World Order, and its attempted hostile takeover. If he defeats the Giant, then they are 1 step on their way, Brain.
Not only that, it's something I'd want to see as a fan. It's something I want to see as a broadcaster. Wrestlers from all over the world will be ordering this. You know why, Tony? There's going to be 250,000 to 300,000 bikers there just for this biker rally they always have. They've never had WCW there before. They've never had Hulk Hogan there. They've never had the Giant there defend the title. There could be 500, 600, 1 million people there. And there could be outsiders there, Tony, disguised in leather.
Well, that's one of the things we have been talking about over the past couple of weeks. We know there's Hulk Hogan. We know there's the 2 outsiders. However, we understand there possibly is even a 4th, 5th man. We don't know who that is, and we don't know where he's going to come from.
But imagine that. Bikers, thousands, hundreds of thousands of them, WCW, Hogan, the Giant for the title, all in Sturgis on pay-per-view. Who knows what's going to happen?
Absolutely. Scoop slam and a foot to the side of the head. The Pitbull Craig Pittman on target here.
You realize 300,000 bikers is almost 50 gallons of ink. That's a lot for tattoos.
I guess it is. Are you going to get yourself a tattoo while you're there?
No, Tony, I'm an adult. I don't draw on myself.
Oh, would you please stop? You're going to have all the bikers angry at us, and we're going to have to seek shelter.
Why, because they draw on themselves?
No,
They draw pictures of ducks and skull and crossbones. Yeah, that's nice. You know, you can get a lick on stuff, pals, that you can wash off.
Oh, my. A rake to the eyes. I apologize for every fan and every
person that's drawn on themselves. We're sorry.
Every biker.
When you got nice walls at home you can use.
Oh, my
Are they
goodness.
full?
Belly to back suplex that time. The Gambler, it was a desperation move. And he is doing...
Yeah, you're not by yourself, stupid.
Little adjustment for the Pitbull Sergeant Craig Pittman, the Gambler. Tries to kick him, and here's a belly over the top. That was awesome.
That was like a slot machine.
Is that what that was?
He dropped that one-arm bandit and just took him over in that suplex.
The full-arm dragon twist now for the Pitbull Craig Pittman, Sergeant Craig Pittman, and Teddy Long. There's also talk that Teddy Long has been looking to extend his camp to bolster the ranks. We have seen him talking to Ice Train. Of course, Ice Train, formerly of the team of Fire and Ice. He and Scott Norton have parted their ways now. And Teddy Long apparently is going to try to manage Ice Train. There's also talk about Teddy Long maybe wanting to manage Jim Powers. We're going to see Powers and Joe Gomez in tag team action a little bit later on.
He'd never managed Powers or Gomez.
Why is that?
They have entirely too much hair for Teddy Long.
That doesn't matter.
Seems to.
Doesn't seem to me. A good look at the pit bull, Craig Pittman.
You know what Teddy uses in the morning? He has one of those big industrial car buffers. And he just cranks it up high and stands under it for about 20 minutes.
And that's what he does, huh?
Gives him that nice glossy finish.
How do you find this stuff out, Brent?
Woody.
Woody. Your assistant Woody.
My man.
Well, most people in WCW realize that you can't believe what Woody says. Here's it. 1, 2, and really can't believe what you say either, actually.
Woody and I have a ball together.
I bet you do. Back up against the ropes. The whip to the near side. Oh, the battering ram. That was right on the sternum. Second time it's been done in this match. And the pit bull, Craig Pittman, going for the code red here now. He has it hooked on. It is a very painful maneuver. And Nick Patrick calling for the bell. This match is over. The pit bull, Craig Pittman, wins the opening bout here on Worldwide Wrestling.
You see, everybody wonders how that code red operates. What he does is he softens you up enough and gets you in the right position, and he just gets you down, turns your head one way with his ankles and his legs, and just pulls your shoulder out of socket. Very simple. He just tears your shoulder out. The pit bull, Sergeant Craig Pittman. Let's get another look at it here. Catches him in that belly to belly. Catches the gambler good. Shoots the gambler, and again, this is using your head. Hooks his arms around him. Takes him over for that belly-to-belly battering ram right in the solar plexus. Down goes the gambler. He's busted. And there's your winner. A salute for the pit bull, Sergeant Craig Pittman. I wonder where his part starts at.
Along with Bobby the Brain Heenan, this is Tony Schiavone. Welcome to WCW Worldwide Wrestling as we head into the month of September, as we head into WCW's Fall Brawl pay-per-view spectacular featuring War Games. Brain, what an electrifying youngster we have right here, the Renegade.
Well, I think his scarf's on too tight. That's what makes him act like he does. His head's tight.
This opponent from Reno, Nevada, the Gambler.
You think that's why he shakes his head?
Who knows why he shakes his head?
This gambler needs to be playing with another deck, I can tell you there.
Are you saying the deck he's playing with isn't full?
Those are big cards. I haven't seen cards that big in a long time.
The big hands, it's a big game. Big money's involved.
And we got a big program this week, including, as you heard a moments ago, the Pitbull Craig Pittman against the Crippler Chris Benoit, and the Renegade, a powerful man, and the Gambler. Well, the Gambler hits him right in the face for the cards. To start things off, the Gambler goes down hard. Andre takedown once again. Oh, the Gambler reeling after trying to get an early start against the Renegade.
Watch the Renegade's head. You know, the other night he went to a all-night diner, cost him $800 for coffee. They kept saying, you want another cup? And his head kept going up and down, up and down, up and down. Watch him, how many times his head goes yes and no. The man's nuts.
He certainly is one of the more effective athletes in WCW. The former world television champion, the Renegade. There's a right hand to the side of the head of the Gambler. Chasing the Gambler with a back elbow. And he blocked it that time. And now it's the Gambler whose head hits the apron here.
Now watch, he'll get his head moving. He gets himself going. He gets himself all motivated. He gets himself a nice arm drag on the Gambler.
He's showing a lot of quickness. There's no denying the Renegade has a tremendous amount of power, but now we're seeing a lot of quickness from the Renegade as well being displayed.
We certainly are, Mr. Schiavone.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, as you know, and as we've been talking about, Fall Brawl is the pay-per-view spectacular we're all waiting for. It will be, as announced not too long ago on an edition of WCW Monday Nitro, the members of the Four Horsemen, Ric Flair and Arn Anderson, teaming with Lex Luger and Sting against the members of the New World Order. And Brain, as you know, Fall Brawl means War Games, the match beyond two rings enclosed in a cage. It is truly the single most dangerous match in the history of our sport.
You know, anytime you put this many volatile wrestlers in a ring, let alone 2 rings, let alone inside of a cage, let alone with WCW versus the New World Order. Hogan's turned his back on everyone. There's so much hatred here. You know, there's been grudges in this sport a long time. There's been people that don't really like each other. There's been people that Killer Kowalski tore off Yukon Eric's ear.
Oh,
I mean, they never got along.
That's nice.
I mean, but that happened in the 50s. Those things, that happens. I've never seen so much hatred for one man as everyone despises Hulk Hogan and the New World Order. I don't think you'd be able to keep it inside of the cage.
Well, they're going to lock that cage, and remember, you can't climb out of it. There is a top on it or a roof on the double cage. It's the 10th year of the Match Beyond, War Games The Match Beyond, and this one, the most important ever.
This will be the last year, I bet. I bet after what they see happens in that cage, they will not allow it to happen again.
Oh, I'm not so sure about that. It just remains to be seen, but I know what you're saying. It is really going to be quite an explosive event. Renegade now trying to get outside, and Randy Yellow, the referee, moving him back. Right now, the Gambler buying a lot of time. What he is doing, in effect, here is slowing down the momentum of this big guy.
No, he's drawing 3.
Drawing 3.
That's right. If you draw 1, you get 1 card. 3, he gets time to look at each card. He gets time to put them in his hands. That's what he's doing. He's going for a full house. He's going for a straight.
You listen to some of the things you say sometimes?
Never.
Into the corner, trying to draw him in there. And that's what he did. He went right to the eyes. And a right hand to the side of the head. Full arm dragon twist. And a reversal. Renegade just too powerful. You get that close to that guy, and the power comes through.
Well, the Gambler's a smart guy, too.
He's a smart guy.
Ah, you agree with me.
He comes to the ring with a deck of cards.
And not a full deck. See how smart he is? If he had all his cards, you'd know what he has. You see? This way, when he brings as many cards as he wants, he knows how many cards he has. So you not knowing how many cards he has, only he knows. That's why he's the Gambler. Your bet.
Holy Moses, I'll pass.
I win.
On that one.
Give me 50 bucks.
I'm not. Forget it.
No,
right,
you folded.
I passed. I didn't.
Same thing.
Can we get back to the match here?
Same
Here's the
thing
lateral press. 1. It is not the
Same thing when you're playing Crazy Renegades. That's what we always play here.
It's Crazy 8s.
Now, here we're playing Crazy Renegades.
And we're seeing one here, too. And the Gambler, with a knee to the side of the head, the Gambler on the attack. Again, right hand. And he's got a lot of steam behind that right hand. And an elbow on the back of the head. Well, we have a tremendous hour of Worldwide, including Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Scott Norton, and the Crippler Chris Benoit, the Pitbull Sergeant Craig Pittman.
With Teddy Long.
With Teddy Long. And I have it on good authority. We are only getting better as the weeks to come with the great talent in World Championship Wrestling right here each week on Worldwide.
Well, you know, you watch Worldwide, you watch Pro, you watch Main Event, you watch Saturday Night, you watch Nitro. They just keep getting better, don't they?
And, of course, the place to be is pay-per-view. And on Sunday, September 15th, if you call your local cable operator, of course, maybe you have a gigantic satellite dish at home or the mini disc with DirecTV, then you can join us on pay-per-view television. Make that important phone call. Sunday, September 15th at 7 o'clock. It will originate the event from Winston-Salem, North Carolina, in the Lawrence Joel Memorial Coliseum.
Look at the power of this Renegade. He's coming out of it. That's what to do. Knee him in the back of the head, of course.
Knee him in the back of the head.
Man's in front of you pulling your arms apart. What are you supposed to do? You can't grab him.
That's right. Back elbow, put Renegade down. The Gambler, lateral press. 1 only that time. And a kick out.
What do you think about this Nick Patrick situation?
I think the jury's still out on Nick Patrick. I think innocent until proven guilty.
Now, a lot of times he looks like he may be making a mistake, then sometimes he's right on the money. He's right there in position. The 1, 2, 3 counts right there. He knows what he's doing. I mean, the man is a gifted referee. He's been a referee a long time. He's well known. He's probably the most respected. I can't see him going the other way.
Well, you know, you, Bobby the Brain Heenan, you know more about cheating and how to cheat and have cheated more than anyone in the history of the sport. So you should know a cheat when you see one. So I've
never liked the guy.
Well, that's giving him a vote of confidence then.
See? See what he means to me? Now bet me on that.
No,
we'll talk to the Gambler.
I'm not betting you anymore. I passed and you
folded.
I didn't fold. There's an elbow to try to get out of it by the Renegade. Big forearm shot, and that staggered him. Here comes the Gambler shooting Renegade. Renegade reverses fields here. Oh! Slam, yeah. Renegade feeling the effects of the Gambler.
See, his head's always moving.
Yep.
He's like that dog in the back of a car. You ever see that dog?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Or the little baseball doll. Right hand Gambler making 2 of them. That's forearm shots. Renegade blocked it. Renegade right hands of his own. Renegade. The Gambler back to the corner. Renegade shoots him in. Renegade. Oh! Handspring sends him to the corner. The Gambler reeling from that, and he bulldogs him down.
The old Greco-Roman butt block. You don't see much of that anymore.
You never see it. 2 and 3.
Thank goodness.
Here is your winner, the Renegade.
Now watch his head. He'll start moving. Want another cup of coffee? Uh-huh.
I'm back. And I'm better than ever.
How about a donut? Come on, Renegade. Move that head.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Road Wild Weekend. And I'm Tony Schiavone, the man to my right, the one, the only, true living legend in professional wrestling, Larry Zbyszko. Welcome to Worldwide Wrestling.
You done welcoming everybody? Because I'm still upset at the idiot Dusty Rhodes.
Don't let them upset you, Larry.
Yeah,
you're not kidding. Don't let them upset you. But I tell you, we're going into Road Wild this Saturday with one of the most talked about, one of the most interesting tag team matches in a long time, because Hollywood Hogan will team with Eric Bischoff. The Disciple will be in their corner, and they'll take on the team of Diamond Dallas Page and Jay Leno. You heard me right, Jay Leno. His band leader Kevin Eubanks will be in their corner. What a tag team, incredible tag team match it's going to be coming up this Saturday.
You know, talk about the unique. I mean, everybody wants to be a wrestler nowadays. We've had football players come in. Kevin Green come in. The Worm Rodman. Karl Malone. Now Jay Leno wants to get in the ring. And believe me, Tony, Bischoff's right about one thing. With that chin, he is a target, brother.
Yeah, but wouldn't you like to see someone, be it Jay Leno, be it Diamond Dallas Page, be it Kevin Eubanks, shut Bischoff's mouth once and for all? I know how you feel about someone from another walk of life coming in trying to be a wrestler.
Well, I feel sorry for him. They don't know.
Yeah, but wouldn't you just like to see someone hit him in the mouth and shut it for him?
Yeah, it'd be great. And I'd like to see Diamond Dallas break Bischoff's neck with the diamond cutter. But Jay Leno, I mean, is going to be defenseless. I mean, even Bischoff, and I've been in the ring with him, I mean, a wrestler will wipe his face in the mat. But Bischoff has done kick fighting. I mean, he's not a slouch. He can't punch in the mouth.
No.
And Leno is just an overweight talk show host.
Big clothesline that time from Humorous as he puts down the Gambler. The 1 count, the debris you see in the ring, fans, are the cards, the deck of 52 the Gambler brings in the ring with him. And Humorous.
Get off the hair! Get off the hair! Break it! Get off the hair!
The Humorous, nasty guy ripping up on that nose. Painful thing to do. Jimmy Hart, of course, master of human chess, has been cluing Hugh Morrus in on all the dirty little tricks of the trade. And you get a guy 300 and some pounds that can move like Hugh Morrus, all the dirty tricks make him one tough guy.
Knee to the midsection, Humorous puts him down in a rear chin lock once again. Fans, during the course of this program, we have tag team action. The British Bulldog and Jim the Anvil Neidhart will take on the Armstrong brothers. Sick Boy from the Flock will be here. We'll also see, speaking of kickboxers and karate fighters, Jerry Flynn will be with us against Judo Suwa in a match. And from NWO Hollywood, Vincent will be in singles competition as well.
I mean, talk about Hollywood Hogan. I mean, if he gets his hands on Jay Leno, as much as you despise his ego and what Hogan's become and stands for, I mean, you'll face the fact Hogan would break Jay Leno in half.
Of course he would, and I'm sure it's going to be Leno's job to make sure that when Hogan's in the ring, that DDP is on the other end as well.
That's easy to say and hard to do. I mean,
oh, big clothesline. Up on the middle turnbuckle. Humorous. He's going all the way up top. No. Nothing matter. Lands on the midsection. 1, 2. This one's over.
Yeah, big agile guy, and Jimmy Hart right there to coach him on. And fill that young head with old school ideas, and believe me, tradition knows how to hurt you.
If I give me height, then bring me back. Guess what? We're back.
Morrus and Jimmy Hart have a little chuckle to the camera as we're going to take you back to what went down early on in this match. And that means legend.
Well, right here, watch Hugh Morrus. I mean, he springs off and just uses all of his weight. He's got an arm 20-some inches in his chest. Got to be like 56. I mean, then he flies all that weight off the rope, right across the stomach, and he even crunched his knees on that one, but it's over.
Your winner, Hugh Morrus, on WCW Worldwide Wrestling. Coming up next, NW Hollywood Vincent. But right now, let's take you to Lee Marshall this week on Worldwide Wrestling.
Back in the Worldwide Arena. Mike, they were literally lined up around the building earlier today before they opened the doors for this big production as the Gambler makes his way to the ring. WCW action live and in person, the hottest ticket there is today.
Well, it's great to watch World Championship Wrestling from the comfort of your living room, but there's nothing like being at a WCW NWO event live, up close and personal, experiencing it with other wrestling fans like this great crowd on hand here for Worldwide.
And what a crowd we have here today. Well, they were pigeonholing me earlier today. Every question in the world. What's up with Ric Flair? Where is Hollywood Hogan? How is Hollywood Hogan? Where is this guy? Where is that guy? Man, I tell you what, one of the smartest wrestling fans in the world here on Worldwide.
Well, they've shoehorned them into the arena. You can see there's not room to put another fan here at the WCW Worldwide Arena, and here comes, direct from Great Britain, David Taylor to the ring.
He could not be happier that there's not one more fan in this building. He has a complete disdain for every wrestling fan in the world, and lets it be known. Look at the countenance. Look at the expression on that face. Talk about upper crust.
Well, let's see. To repeat a line that I've heard from both you and our broadcast colleague, Larry Zbyszko, the living legend, he likes to refer to Dave Taylor as the Biggin from Wigan.
The Wigan Wrestling School in Great Britain has poured out a number of very, very tough wrestlers, starting with Billy Robinson back in the 1960s. What a tough guy he was.
Well, what a reputation that school, that training camp has, not just in Europe, but worldwide, internationally known, that the Wigan School of Wrestling produces some of the greatest and certainly some of the toughest professional wrestlers ever to compete.
And the Gambler to face Dave Taylor here on Worldwide. And I got to think the Gambler probably, well, his application to the Wigan School was laughed out of the building, would be my guess.
Really no comparison when you look at the experience of these two wrestlers. Dave Taylor has wrestled all around the world for well over a decade. He's a third-generation wrestler, by the way. He grew up around the sport. Yes, his father and his grandfather competed as pro wrestlers.
Whoa. Not too many men can make that claim.
Well, it is a unique distinction. I understand that coming up later here on WCW Worldwide, we will have yet another third-generation wrestler in Chavo Guerrero Jr., and there's even one more on the WCW roster. That's SUPERCUT, who is a third-generation wrestler. There's three of them currently active in WCW.
Hello is a third-generation wrestler.
Yes, both his father and grandfather competed as pro wrestlers in Mexico.
Wow. Well, he certainly comes by his talent honestly. And take a look at that clothesline over the top from the Gambler. And Dave Taylor, boy, what an affront to an upper crust individual to be clotheslined over the top rope.
I think that lariat was a wake-up call for Dave Taylor. Look at the Gambler. Oh, the strength of the Gambler just to bring in Taylor from the apron.
And he got the 2 count. I thought he was going to get the pin. They are really going to rib Dave Taylor down at the club after this performance on Worldwide.
I think this just may be a case here in the early going of overlooking your opponent. We talked about the experience factor and the huge edge that Dave Taylor brings, but the Gambler by no means is a rookie.
Not at all. A veteran, you could say, the Gambler around this great sport for a number of years and really showing Dave Taylor around the ring.
He's really taken the offense to Taylor too, and shoulder up.
Did you see what the Gambler did? During the pinfall attempt, braced his body weight on his own legs, rested his hand across the jaw, so the entire body weight of the Gambler across the jaw of Dave Taylor.
Normally a move that we would see from Dave Taylor applied to one of his opponents. That time the Gambler turned the tables and took a page out of the Dave Taylor playbook.
Referee Johnny Boone asking Dave Taylor if he wants to give it up. Taylor, I don't think there's any give in this man at all.
Of course, Taylor, legendary for experience in terms of both submission holds and suplexes, loves to use both of them, and he has that double underhook, that butterfly suplex that he's perfected.
When he puts that maneuver on also, he will float over and maintain control of the opponent into a pinning combination. They teach you that at the Wigan School.
Well, that's really the key to the success of that move. That one fluid motion where you maintain that contact and never let your opponent up. Gambler, high risk off the middle rope. That one backfired.
Oh, he caught one right in the breadbasket from Taylor. Oh, here we go.
That's it, double underhook.
Maintains, float over, pinning combination, and the 3 count out of nowhere. We thought Taylor was a beaten man.
Textbook move by Dave Taylor. Tied up his opponent, the Gambler. The perfect float over after the perfect suplex leads to the perfect victory.
The winner from Wigan, Dave Taylor. Thanks a lot, guys. Scott Hudson and Mike Thunderbolt today here in a jam-packed Worldwide Arena. The Gambler making his way to the ring. And Mike, I'm so pumped. In just a week, it's Bash at the Beach. Randy Savage and psychotic Sid Vicious to take on Kevin Nash and the Stinger.
Well, as Thunderbolt used to say, you better call somebody and tell them about Bash at the Beach.
You know.
Roddy Piper, RP the VP, Vice President Piper, and the President Ric Flair. You know that they're doing anything within their power to stir things up in World Championship Wrestling. And this is their latest edict. Certainly, edict, their latest ruling.
Oh.
Certainly there's friction between Sting and Kevin Nash. The world's heavyweight champion still does not know decisively who was behind the wheel of the Hummer.
Who does?
Sting denies it. But Kevin Nash does not trust Sting. However, Kevin Nash has to go into the ring at Bash at the Beach with Sting as his tag team partner, and when they look across the ring, they will see not 2, but 5 individuals, because it's not only Team Savage, Randy Savage and Sid Vicious, but it's also that 3-lady entourage of Gorgeous George, Medusa, and Miss Madness, and it possibly could even be a 6th person joining them.
What?
Because we have heard Randy Savage mention that he's going to show his cards at Bash at the Beach, and we try and figure out, we try and decipher, try and interpret what Randy Savage says. My best feeling is that Randy Savage is going to unveil exactly who drove the Hummer at Bash at the Beach.
Do you know something we don't know?
No, I'm just trying to put 2 and 2 together when I listen to Randy Savage's interviews.
Good luck. Boy, those poor closed captioning guys must pull their hair out when Savage grabs a mic. But Bash at the Beach, supposedly, and I agree with you, Mike, Randy Savage has dropped every hint in the world that he is going to tell us who was driving the Hummer when we get to Fort Lauderdale on July 11th for Bash at the Beach. That's going to be so unbelievable, and I got to think that Kevin Nash and Sting, that tag team is so volatile. Something is going to happen between Kevin Nash and Sting at Bash at the Beach. I just feel it in my gut. I don't think you can not trust your partner like Kevin Nash doesn't trust Sting and have that team work. Something's going to blow up in Fort Lauderdale.
Certainly a very difficult situation when you go into a matchup knowing that on the surface you can't even trust your opponent. Maybe it's going to be a situation where Sting and Kevin Nash will have to work together to gain each other's trust. We'll find out July the 11th.
The Gambler, a hip toss on Scotty Riggs. Oh, Scotty walked right into a full scoop and slam from the Gambler. The Gambler's a veteran. Let's not sell him short. Left arm clothesline from the Gambler. Lateral press, and Scotty Riggs out at 1.
Well, the Gambler has been through the ring wars, but still giving away, I would say, in terms of experience, just in sheer number of matches that a wrestler has competed in, giving away an edge there to Scotty Riggs. A lot of people are talking about how former Flock members have taken their game to another level. Certainly the case with Pittman.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely the case with Perry Saturn. You can also make a case for Van Hammer. But what about Scotty Riggs? Is he going to be the next of the former Flock members to take it up another notch and prove themselves in World Championship Wrestling.
Nice extension by Scotty Riggs, putting the boot right in the throat of the Gambler. And you talked about Saturn. Saturn gets a shot at gold at Bash at the Beach. He teams with the Canadian crippler, Chris Benoit. They have an opportunity to gain the World Tag Team Championships. They're in there with the triad with the East Coast attitude. Bam Bam Bigelow, Diamond Dallas Page, and Canyon. And do we know, is there any ruling about which two of those three are going to put the belts up at the pay-per-view?
Well, of course not. Think back, Diamond Dallas Page and Bam Bam Bigelow formed that bond with Ric Flair, that association with the president of WCW. Here's a roll-up out of nowhere by the Gambler. Only a 2 count.
Oh, close.
One of the benefits of that association with Ric Flair is that they are allowed to use triad rules. And I'm not just talking about which 2 wrestlers are going to compete before the bout. Ric Flair is also allowing them to change on the fly during a tag match.
Now, when was that announced?
This is part of the deal between Ric Flair and the triad with the East Coast attitude, and you know that they're going to do everything within their power to flaunt that at Bash at the Beach.
Oh, you know it.
Deservedly so. Chris Benoit, Perry Saturn, former World Tag Team Champions. There's no question they deserve another shot.
Certainly so. Hang on. The Gambler lateral press got a 2 count on Scotty Riggs. You know that Perry Saturn and Chris Benoit, as part of the Revolution, you throw in Dean Malenko and Buff Bagwell. They want their shot. They feel they've been held back. Well, they're going to get their shot at Bash at the Beach. Nice drop kick from Scotty Riggs. There are those who say, and I don't disagree, that may be the best drop kick in the sport today.
Well, certainly one of the best. Great leg extension and goes to the back. And he just dropped the Gambler face first.
The showstopper right on the WCW logo, and Scotty Riggs will get the Duke. That's an impressive victory.
He dominated this matchup with the Gambler. Scotty Riggs may be well on his way to attaining similar success to former Flock members like a Van Hammer, like Pittman and Perry Saturn.
You know, we talked so much about the pay-per-view. Let's go back and do this one justice. Let's take another look at the action we saw earlier as Scotty Riggs gets the Duke over the Gambler. This is our Valvoline replay. You can always tell the guys who use Valvoline.
A couple of great angles of that picture-perfect drop kick executed by Riggs. There you see the leg onto the back of the head of the Gambler. Drives him face first to the canvas with the showstopper, and the pinfall is academic.
Don't touch that dial. More WCW action and Larry Zbyszko golf tips still to come. Scott Hudson now joined by the Professor, Mike Tenay, in the arena. And Mike, what an unbelievable confrontation that's going to be August 14th at Road Wild.
It's Hollywood Hogan versus Kevin Nash. Such a long history between those two. And it finally comes down at Road Wild. I think it's Kevin Nash's opportunity to go back and have an actual competitive match with Hogan. We all have the memory of what went down at the Georgia Dome. It was really, I think, a slap in the face to everyone who's ever held that most prestigious title in our sport. And I think at this point in time, Kevin Nash realizes that. At that point, he had to take care of the NWO. Now it's time to take care of Kevin Nash.
Have you taken your heart medication today?
I have not.
You might better take one right now, because look coming to the ring. Yeah, it's Dizzy Brutus Boulder, the Beefcake Zodiac, Booty Butcher Barber Disciple, the man with no name, the amazing Leslie, the Disciple.
Wow, are you done?
I could go all night.
I'm blown up just listening to you.
Like 2 of us. The Disciple in the ring to face the Gambler.
Well, we all know the history of the Disciple, his long-term association with Hollywood Hogan, and have you noticed these alignments with Hollywood Hogan seem to have a certain time limit on them? The Disciple can tell you about that. Kevin Nash as well can tell you about that. And one wonders now about Hollywood Hogan and Sting. They seem to be on the same page, at least at this point in time.
Who exactly has been... Oh, look at that cross body off the ropes. Got a 2 count to the Disciple. And who has been with Hollywood Hogan for any length of time? That's a great point. You look at who he has been aligned with. There have been times in the past where Hogan has been aligned with Randy Savage, where he has been aligned, believe it or not, with Ric Flair. with Sid Vicious. All those men have formed teams, including the one count for the Disciple, including the Disciple. But they have all gone their separate ways, leaving Hollywood Hogan seemingly the fulcrum that all other wrestlers revolve around.
Well, you think about that history, and probably the Disciple, I would say, had the longest term of friendship and association with Hollywood Hogan, and maybe in terms of a non-wrestler, and they even had problems. Jimmy Hart.
Right.
Jimmy Hart had quite an association with Hogan for several years, and that's certainly gone by the wayside, and no longer Jimmy Hart and Hollywood Hogan together as a team, but right now World Championship Wrestling seems to be relying on Hollywood Hogan, Goldberg, and certainly the new man in control, Sting, to lead the way as we close out 1999.
Hey, have you taken one of those paychecks to deposit it since Sting took over?
Oh, much better than the Ric Flair sign at the bottom of the paycheck.
Please, all the comments I used to get from the tellers over at the bank, taking a check with Ric Flair's signature on it. Oh, the Disciple with the high knee. I go to deposit my paycheck at the bank. They want to keep it for Sting's autograph. Are you kidding? Just make a copy. Disciple backs the Gambler into the corner. Referee Mickey J calls for the break. Oh, and the Disciple. What a shortcut. Cheap shot right to the eye.
Well, the Gambler, certainly a veteran. He was ready, caught the Disciple just momentarily letting his guard down and caught him with that shortcut. Look at the Gambler spring off the ropes, and oh, he missed that elbow.
He was ready with the elbow drop. Disciple quickly out. Disciple, right hand, tagged him in the jaw. Backs the Gambler into the corner. Disciple now, reining him in on the Gambler. Sheds him up, shoots him across. Oh, hard in there.
Disciple now tries to follow up the advantage out of the corner. Gambler leaves himself wide open, and the Disciple plants a well-placed boot to the midsection.
Sets him up. Ooh, look at that. Right into the chest. That will take your breath away. Disciple looked good here on Worldwide.
Yeah, totally in control. Left one opening. The Gambler used a shortcut, but other than that, just like that move, he just spiked him with a DDT.
That should do it. Lateral press. Weight on the shoulders, and that is academic. So 1, 2, 3. The Disciple back to his winning ways here on Worldwide.
DDT proves the difference. Easy cover, easy pinfall after he laid out the Gambler.
Don't touch that dial. More exclusive Worldwide action when we return. And back on WCW Worldwide, Scott Hudson joined by the chairman of the championship committee and the prime minister of WCW, Dusty Rhodes. Dream, thanks for standing in with us.
Well, I tell you what, this is an opportunity, again, for me to look at the younger guys, to go back to the committee and say, hey, this is what we got. We're talking about Johnny Attitude. Is this true or false right here?
Wow.
My first look at him.
Mine too.
You know, so it's going to be good, man. It's always fun when you talk about wrestling.
This guy is put together. What a mean-looking fella. Johnny Attitude, but he's stepping into the ring. We talked a couple of weekends ago on Saturday night about veteranizing.
Yes.
Roadism.
Yes.
Here's a veteran, the Gambler.
Yeah, and the Gambler's another guy that has not had an opportunity to move in any way. You know, back or forward, just kind of staying there.
Right.
So, you know, he should. Now, let's say this. If we're going to pick one down the middle, he should, by all rights, probably beat this Johnny Attitude, big, strong-looking guy. You know what I mean? But maybe Attitude can pull a victory off right here. Attitude looks like an old prize fighter. You know what I mean?
He does. A little Duboff look in there for Johnny Attitude. But it just goes to show you, Drew, we'll see here in 1 second. Does it take power or does it take experience to win a wrestling contest? I don't think there's a definitive answer one way or the other.
I think there is. I think there is.
Okay, go.
Yeah, I think that experience will overcome power if power don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying?
Good point.
You know, I mean, if it's just power, pure power, you're going to run out of power in a minute. You know, and what he's doing right here is not impressing me. You know, but maybe that's his psyche. You know what I'm talking about? It's hard. I'm hard to impress as I get older.
Well, man, I don't think they teach you standing in the corner at the power plant at WCW Corporate there in Atlanta, Georgia. I think they teach you how to wrestle, and here we go. Johnny Attitude, collar and elbow tie-up. Arm wringer, wrist lock up top. Arm carry takeover by the Gambler.
You know, I went to that corporate meeting.
Yes.
You know, when I was through the deal.
Yes.
And, you know, as I got older, I really got ornery about dressing. You know what I mean? And about dressing, you know how I dress with my jeans and boots. You know how I am, man.
Ornery.
Am I old shirt?
Okay.
Yeah. I got ornery, and I walked in there, and there was about 8 or 9 people sitting around with them
Anamanes, what are they?
The car?
I guess he had them on. Had them Anamane suits on and everything. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, man, I was looking for a snuff can.
Oh, boy. Whoa! Big back elbow from Johnny Attitude, and that's what power will do for you. But experience will teach you. Don't worry about the camera guy.
Yeah.
Follow up on your opponent.
Well, see, he's walking the line up there, and that's a thin line to walk when you're up there trying to get a victory right here. And you know, bottom line is, all that time that went by is only going to cost this kid.
Sure.
He'll learn. You know how he'll learn? By not getting paid and losing a bunch of matches and having to get on that old road and drive that car. He's wondering when he's going to get in the Learjet. It ain't going to happen if you walk around talking to the people.
Johnny Attitude. Whoa, man, what a knife-edge chop. Did you see the backswing on that one?
Yes, I did.
Sets the gambler up, shoots him across, hard in the turnbuckle. Oh, Attitude ran into his shoulder from the gambler. Clothesline, left-handed, quickly over, lateral press, doesn't hook the leg, only got a 1 count.
How quick is he right on him, though? How quick was he right on him?
Right over.
Down one right to him. You got me talking real fast because you went real fast through that thing right there.
Certainly did.
I got a full envelope.
Please.
Insecurity.
No thanks. Reversal. Gambler into the rope. Bear hug from Johnny Attitude, but sets him up. Oh, release overhead suplex. Nice combination from Attitude.
Well, he's got some good moves, and he's got the power, but his focus might be a little off.
Not a textbook cover, and the gambler kicked out at 2. Oh, man. Forearm in the gut, but Attitude right back, a forearm in the back, a right hand from the gambler. Double sledge from Johnny Attitude. Now look at that, draping the gambler over the center steel cable. Using the ring as a weapon.
Rope.
Well, now, in the Tenay handbook, it's a steel cable.
Yeah, you know, but Mike Tenay obviously is not here.
True.
Yeah.
Blocked it. Back elbow from the gambler. Hip toss in the center of the ring.
And if I wasn't in love with my little producer, I wouldn't be here either.
Do we explore that at all, or?
No, you can't explore that. What, I'm going to be in the Enquirer magazine?
Well, I don't think so. Attitude being beaten down by the gambler. Gambler shoots him across into the ropes. Big back elbow.
Dream runs off with his producer.
Oh, boy.
Our producer runs off with Dream.
That's more like it. Gambler shoots Attitude into the turnbuckle. Follows up. Back elbow from Attitude.
Got him there right now. Can he follow up with a cover? That's what he needs to do. That's what he needs to do.
Wild rights and lefts from a prone position for the gambler. Attitude, reversal, no, sets him up. Ooh, man.
That's a nice move right there. Hey.
Hooks the leg, back press, he got him.
Oh, there you go.
Just belly to belly him and dropped the neck breaker, a version of the Hangman's neck breaker from Johnny Attitude. That's it.
Impress me. There you go, baby.
Johnny Attitude gets the win on Worldwide. Stay with us. More action still to come.